Here's number two, not getting interest on your savings. Now, this one is a sneaky one because a lot of us think having our money in a regular savings account is safe. And let's be real. It is safe because it does protect us from the market going down, right? But it's not safe from this perspective of growing, right? I need it to grow. I need my money to grow. And to be honest with you, like I said, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one because I've preached on this a lot. I preached on this a lot. With inflation, our money should be following inflation. Inflation is right around 3 to 4% annually. And if your money is sitting in a regular savings account earning about 0.43%, you're actually losing purchase power every single year. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you keep $10,000 in a traditional savings account for 5 years. If inflation rises by 3% each year, that money will only buy what $8,650 could today. Says one more time. Okay. If you put $10,000 in the account and inflation rises 3% every single year, but then the next 5 years, that same $10,000 could only buy what $8,650 could buy today. But by switching to a high yield savings account with the rate around 4%, you're fighting back against inflation and your money is working harder for you. So here's the solution, because I think some of you all are slipping on this and I need you to do this today. More of you need to move your emergency fund and other savings account into a high yield savings account that gives you at least 4% to 5% interest. I personally use my friends over at SoFi and they're giving me right around 4.4%. It is right at 4%, 4% a month on my money. What I love about them is a lot of you all are in shopping mode for Christmas. And what they're doing for the month of December, I don't know if they're going to do this in the month of January. So if you're watching this in January, I don't know. You got to go to the website and see. But for the month of December, if you open up a savings account and a checking account with them and you give them a direct deposit, they're going to put $300 inside of your bank account before Christmas. So watch this. Anthony, what do you mean? I already have direct deposit going to my bank account and I can't mess that up. Cool, great. Go inside of your HR department, teach you how to get this free $300 and a 4% payout. Go to your HR department and tell them, or go on your hub. Like my company, we use a company that my team members can go in there and say, hey, I want to put 40% of my paycheck into this account and 40% into that checking account. Cool, great. You need to do the same thing so you can get this free $300 and a 4% on the interest rate. Go in and move and keep 80% going towards your regular account, but then move 20% into your SoFi account for direct deposit into the checking account. Then from there, take the checking account and then have them automatically move that into your high yield savings account. You never have to touch anything, but just one time saying, hey, boss, hey, company, hey, job, keep 80% going to this account. I want to put 20% going into this account. Boom. And then automatically SoFi move 5%, 10% into this account, right? Now you're getting a high yield. You got a free $300 for this month to help you go towards your Christmas shopping, and you're getting the 4%. All you got to do is go to anthonyoneal.com/savings or check the link inside of today's show notes because I'm telling you right now, this is going to definitely help you for your savings goal. But like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time on that because I'm always talking about high yield savings. But we cannot afford to miss out on getting extra money. This is extra money. I've said this before. Man, my savings account now generates me about $400 to $500 a month, depending on, the interest rate of that month. And that's money that I let compound. But whenever I do go out on a date, that's the money that I use to pay for the date. So this way, if the date goes wrong, technically it is my money, but technically SoFi gave me that money because I let my money sit there. So technically SoFi paid for the date. And so I'm telling you, man, I use my money wisely. Here's number 3. Thinking you have time to invest. This is costing us millions. And this is one of the biggest misconceptions people have about building wealth, okay? Is that they have all the time in the world. I don't have to start investing until I'm 40 or 50 years old. I don't have to start taking my life seriously until then. But let me tell you, family, time is the most valuable factor when it comes to wealth building because of something called compounding. Here's a simple example. If you start investing $100 per month, let's just say at the age of 25. If you're 25, comment in the chat, let me know you're 25. By age 65, if you have put $100 per month, you could have around $500,000 with a decent return. But if you wait until you're 35, that same investment only grows to about $250,000. Waiting just 10 years cuts your potential in half. And the longer you delay, the harder it is to catch up. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to start now. Even if you're drowning in debt and you're at the stage of eliminating your debt, if your company is offering a 401k match, I want you to put the match in there. For an example, if they're matching 2% of your paycheck, I want you to put 2% of your paycheck inside the 401k and do nothing else. Do nothing else. Let's say, Anthony, 2% is too much. I want you to start small. Put $100 or whatever you can each month into your account, right? The earlier you begin, the more time you give your money to grow. I don't want you to think about the small things, or I don't know, Anthony, no. I need you to start investing today. Think about the hundreds and the hundreds and the hundreds of thousands of dollars it can grow into over a period of time. This is crucial, and this is important that you have to dive into. No, I am not telling you if you're paying off debt to go out there and max out all your retirement accounts. No, what I am saying is if you are in debt, go ahead and do up until the match or invest a minimum $100 a month so you can get $200 a month growing.
All right, family, let's have a real conversation here real quick before we get back to today's show. We're about to move into 2025, and as we're moving into 2025, I want you to really and seriously think about this. If something happened to you today, would your family be financially secure tomorrow? One goal you may not have on your resolution list, but absolutely should, is life insurance. And Ethos, my friends, can make it very simple for you. You see, with Ethos, you can get a free quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and in most cases be covered the same day. It's 100% online, no medical exams, and super affordable. For me, this isn't just about insurance. It's about building generational wealth and protecting the ones we love the most. Think about your kids, your spouse, your parents, your loved ones. Ethos makes sure that they will not struggle financially when you pass. Whether it's covering mortgage, replacing lost income, or helping your kids achieve their dreams, life insurance is your way to create a legacy. I don't want you to wait until it's too late. The sooner you sign up, the more affordable it is. Head to the link below to get your personalized free quote, protect your family, and start building your legacy with Ethos today. Listen to me, family. Look at me before we get back to today's show. Go to anthonyoneal.com/life insurance. Get a free quote today. It will take you minutes that could change the rest of your loved one's life. I promise you. Go to anthonyoneal.com/life insurance. Just click the link in today's show notes. All right, let's get back to the show.
If you put $100 in, your company is going to give you $100. Now you're getting compound interest of about 8 to 10% on $200 rather than 8 to 10% on $100. Or rather than 8 to 10% on zero. You feel me? So I'm going to take advantage of that. Now, if you are out of debt and you've built your fully funded emergency savings account, I need you to go ahead and max out that 10 to 15% every single year. Every single year. That's what the wealthy people are doing. We are figuring out how do we make our money work for us. That's the key. All right. That is the key. Here's number 4, is that's buying your dream car too early. Let's talk about dream cars, because y'all, I love dream cars. You all know that. I'm blessed to drive 2 of my dream cars that I paid cash for. All right. I got the slips at the house in the safe. We all have that one car we would love to drive, but buying it too early can be a wealth trap. The minute you drive a new car off the lot, it appreciates immediately by 30%. In 5 years, it's worth only half of what you paid for. That's why buying a luxury car early on is a sure way to drain your wealth. Listen, you all know my story, man. I have dream car seasons, if that makes sense. So I've always said, man, my dream car in this season is a BMW. Man, my dream car in that season is a Porsche. Man, my dream car in this season is the Bentley, is a Lamborghini. And my dream car in my 50-year-old season is a Rolls-Royce big boy truck, right? It's the Rolls-Royce big boy truck. As a matter of fact, man, I rented one for my father's, for my Cali dad's birthday to surprise him, because that's his dream car. And so I was able to chauffeur him around there. I don't know if we could put a picture up, Ed. I think that'd be pretty dope if we can. But man, it was just beautiful, right? But I've seen people who, because they wanted that BMW or that Benz in their 20s, end up with high payments, pricey insurance, and maintenance costs that add up. Imagine spending $700 a month on a car payment, because that is the average car payment of a new car today, $723. That's over $42,000 in 5 years. What if you had invested that money instead? You'll be well on your way to buying that car and building wealth. That's exactly, you guys, what I did. I stuck with an affordable, well, no, let me pause and tell the truth here. I was that 20-year-old who bought the BMW. Why did I buy it? Because my mom and dad had it. My mom and dad had a 5 Series. I was like, shoot, I can afford a 5 Series too. I'm making $10,000 a month. But I wasn't budgeting. And I went out there and bought a BMW. And can I tell you something, y'all? I bought a BMW that was, it had water malfunctions in it. It came from like what they call like a flood zone. And it was flooded, and they repaired it and sold it to me. And I had so many issues with that daggone car. When I woke up and said, what the heck am I doing? Man, I got rid of that car, y'all, and I went and got me an Acura TL. A reliable, an affordable Acura TL. And I drove it until I was financially ready to step up to the next season of my life. I remember going on dates and young ladies saying, you know, hey, man, like, you're Anthony ONeal. Why? How come you ain't got AC? And I'm like, because it's free. I got AC. It's called free air. I'm not saying y'all, you need to do it. But when you're focused and determined on reaching a goal, man, the car should be the last thing you're worried about. Yes, you need reliable transportation. Yes, you need AC. Yes, you need heat. I guess because I'm a man, and at that time, it was like in the later cool season. So like it was cold at night, then a little hot during the day, but then cold in the evening. I was like, man, I'm straight. The heat work and the AC, I ain't worried about it. But you got to focus on reaching certain financial milestones first, right? Before you start getting to your dream cars, you got to focus on paying off your debts. You need to focus on saving 3 to 6 months of your net pay. The dream car will still be there. The BMW, Mercedes, whatever your dream car, Bentley, Lamborghini, Rolls Royce, whatever that is, your dream car will still be there. But you'll be able to afford it without sacrificing your financial future.